In a quiet corner of a dimly lit room, a man named Richard sat comfortably in an armchair, engrossed in a novel he had picked up from a dusty shelf. Little did he know that this innocuous act would unravel a horrifying sequence of events that would plunge his life into a macabre nightmare. The book, titled Shadows of Fate, had an intriguing premise, a thriller set in a quaint town, where a series of brutal murders took place, orchestrated by an elusive killer. Richard, an avid reader of the genre, was drawn into the story, eager to uncover the secrets lurking within its pages. As Richard delved deeper into the narrative, a sense of unease crept over him. The descriptions of the town's layout, the characters' mannerisms, and even the chilling details of the murders seemed all too familiar, as if plucked from the recesses of his own memories. His heart pounding, Richard turned the page, only to find his own name appear, etched into the plot. The protagonist shared his physical attributes, his occupation, and even his deepest fears. It was as if the book had somehow woven his existence into its sinister tale. Paranoia gripped Richard's mind as he read on, unable to tear his eyes away from the unfolding horrors. The story became more detailed, revealing the killer's methodical plans to strike, with Richard as the primary target. According to the book, the clock was ticking, and his time was running out. Frantic, Richard closed the book, desperate to escape the clutches of this nightmarish prophecy. But as he did, he realized that the events described within continued to unfold around him. The room mirrored the one in the book, the furnishings and ambiance uncannily matching those of his surroundings. Panic set in as he understood that the tale had merged with reality. Haunted by the words on the pages, Richard embarked on a treacherous journey to unravel the truth behind this twisted novel. Each step he took mirrored those of the protagonist as if he were trapped in a cruel labyrinth of his own creation. The lines between fiction and reality blurred, driving him to the brink of madness. As Richard delved deeper, he discovered a sinister connection between the author and himself. They had once crossed paths, a forgotten encounter that had sown the seeds of this torturous game. The author had somehow gained access to Richard's deepest fears and desires, using them as fuel to torment his very existence. With every turning page, Richard's world unraveled further. He encountered characters from the book, both friend and foe, who alternated between offering him assistance and delivering warnings of impending doom. The line between ally and adversary blurred, leaving him uncertain of whom to trust. Haunted by sleepless nights and tormented by the relentless pursuit of the killer, Richard's life became a waking nightmare. He questioned his own sanity as he witnessed the murders unfold in gruesome detail, always narrowly escaping death himself. The scent of blood lingered in his nostrils, a constant reminder that the boundary between the pages and reality had vanished. As Richard raced against time, he discovered hidden clues scattered throughout the town, leading him to the author's lair, a dilapidated mansion shrouded in darkness. Determined to confront his tormentor, he stepped into the abyss, armed with nothing but the fragments of his own shattered psyche. Within the mansion's depths, Richard confronted the author, a twisted figure cloaked in shadows. The true identity of the puppet master was revealed, a former acquaintance consumed by envy and a thirst for power. The author reveled in Richard's suffering, relishing in the twisted pleasure of manipulating his life through the written word. In a climactic struggle, Richard fought against the author's grasp, his will to survive overpowering the malevolence that surrounded him. With one final act of defiance, he managed to wrest control over his own story, altering the narrative and bringing the killer's reign of terror to a chilling end. As the last page turned, the room around Richard shifted, returning to its familiar state. The book lay closed in his hands, its power spent, and its horrors confined to the realm of fiction once more. Exhausted and scarred, Richard emerged from the ordeal, forever changed by the experience. Though he would forever carry the weight of the story within him, Richard found solace in the fact that he had escaped its clutches. With newfound resilience, he vowed to cherish every moment of his life, forever wary of the power of words and the darkness they could unleash. And so, Richard ventured forth, forever haunted by the specter of Shadows of Fate, a testament to the thin line that separates reality from fiction and the terrifying consequences that can emerge when the two converge.